This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only, and anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Listen, I tell you guys this every single day. Everybody, every country on this planet takes naked shorting very, very seriously, except for the United States of America. And the reason why United States of America doesn't take it seriously is because the individuals, the entities that are naked shorting the market and stealing from retail investors, pension funds, and institutions that follow the rules, they donate the most money to the politicians in the United States of America, and the politicians appoints the heads of these agencies, and therefore the agencies kind of turn the blind eye to the fraud and corruption, to the naked shorting, unless the naked shorting affects another one percenter, another big dog. They are not allowed to rob other one percenters. The hammer of the law will come down on them very, very swift, but they are allowed to rob retail investors, to rob pension funds, and rob institutions that follow the rules. So therefore, nothing happens to naked shorters in the United States of America. South Korea, on the other hand, takes naked shorting very, very seriously. And they investigated 14 banks for naked shorting, 14. And they found that 13 of them violated the law. Okay? So they fined 13 out of 14 banks for illegal short selling in South Korea. That means 92.86% of the people who were investigated were found to have violated the short selling rules and regulations. Do you guys think that in the United States of America, if a real investigation was done, do you think the percentage would be higher than 92.86%? I believe so. I believe there is no other stock market on the planet that is more corrupt than the United States of America. And the SEC knows it's corrupt. The DOJ knows it's corrupt. The FBI knows it's corrupt. FINRA knows it's corrupt. OCCC knows it's corrupt. DTCC knows it's corrupt. And they do absolutely nothing about it. And you know why? Because the majority of the people that are affected by the criminality, that are victims of the criminality, are retail investors, pension funds, and institutions that follow the rules. If they did a real investigation on naked short selling on banks and institutions in the United States of America, it'll probably be 95% or higher. I definitely believe it would be higher than a 92.86% in South Korea. But here's the thing. If the United States just did real investigations and held the bad actors accountable, I'm talking about real fines, not fines that are just a small percentage of what you made from the illegal activity. I'm talking about real fines that harm these bad actors financially, and the real egregious violations was sent to the DOJ for criminal investigations. A majority of the naked shorting would stop. A majority of the fraud in the market would stop. But because these bad actors are such generous contributors to our politicians, the likelihood of that happening, very, very low, in my opinion. But we all know that naked shorting is one of the biggest financial crimes in the United States stock market, and everybody knows it, and they play willful blindness to the fraud and corruption, and it's because retail investors pension funds, and institutions that follow the rules are the main victims of this naked shorting. No doubt in my mind about that. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think if there was a real short selling investigation that the percentage of firms found culpable would be higher than the 92.86% in South Korea? Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.